Welcome back to Ride 360. Today we're talking about a machine that doesn't just ride on the road, it dominates it. The 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 is here to remind the world that muscle bikes are still alive, still loud, and still absolutely insane in the best possible way. If you love raw power, aggressive styling, and a bike that feels like a rocket with handlebars, you're going to enjoy this one. The first thing you notice about the new VMAX is the presence. This motorcycle doesn't try to look friendly. It looks powerful, bold, and slightly intimidating, exactly how a VMAX should look. Yamaha has kept that legendary muscular design, but sharpened everything up for 2026. The tank looks bigger and more sculpted, the air intakes are more aggressive, and the LED lighting gives it a modern, high-tech touch. From the front, it's wide and planted. From the side, it looks like it's ready to launch even when it's parked. And from the back, that fat rear tire tells you one thing: this bike means business. Now let's talk about the heart of the beast, the V4 engine. Yamaha's V4 setup has always been the soul of the VMAX, and the 2026 version pushes that legacy even further. The power delivery is brutal, smooth, and addictive all at the same time. Twist the throttle and you don't just accelerate, you get launched forward with a deep, growling exhaust note that sends chills down your spine. The V4 character is unique. It doesn't scream like an inline 4, it roars with torque. Low RPM pulls are strong, mid-range is explosive, and high RPM is pure madness. It's the kind of power that makes you laugh inside your helmet. Despite all that power, Yamaha has worked hard on making the ride more refined. The throttle response feels smoother, and the fueling is more precise, which makes city riding more manageable than you'd expect from such a monster. But don't get it wrong, this is not a beginner bike. It's powerful, heavy, and demands respect. But for experienced riders, it feels like controlling a wild animal that actually listens to you. The riding position on the 2026 VMAX strikes a balance between cruiser comfort and sport bike aggression. You sit slightly leaned forward, arms wide, feeling connected to the machine. The seat is wide and supportive, perfect for long highway rides, and the footpeg position allows a comfortable but commanding stance. You don't feel cramped, and you don't feel too relaxed either, you feel ready. Handling a muscle bike like this has always been a challenge, but Yamaha has improved the chassis and suspension setup. The frame feels stiffer, giving more confidence when cornering. Of course, this is not a lightweight sport bike, but for its size and power, it feels surprisingly stable. On highways, it's like a bullet train, smooth, planted, and effortless at high speeds. In corners, it holds its line well, especially with the upgraded suspension that absorbs bumps without losing control. Braking performance is another area where the 2026 VMAX shines. With powerful dual front discs and advanced braking technology, stopping power is strong and confidence-inspiring. When you're riding something this fast, good brakes aren't optional, they're essential. The ABS system works smoothly, stepping in when needed without feeling too intrusive. Technology has also stepped up this year. The new VMAX comes with a modern digital display that shows all the important information clearly. Speed, gear position, ride modes, traction control settings, everything is right there. Yes, ride modes. Yamaha has added multiple riding modes to help manage that huge power. Whether you want full aggressive performance or slightly toned down response for city traffic, the bike adapts to your style. Traction control helps keep the rear tire in check when you twist the throttle too hard, especially on less than perfect roads. One of the best parts of riding the VMAX is the sound and feel. The vibration from the V4 engine isn't annoying, it's character. You feel the machine working under you. The exhaust note is deep and powerful, and every throttle blip feels dramatic. It's not just transportation, it's an experience. People will turn their heads when you pass. Not because it's flashy, but because it sounds and looks serious. On long rides, the VMAX is surprisingly comfortable for a performance-focused machine. The suspension handles rough roads well, and the seating position doesn't punish your back or wrists. Wind protection is minimal, but that's part of the naked muscle bike identity. You feel the wind, the speed, the road. It's a raw riding experience, but not an uncomfortable one. Fuel efficiency isn't the main focus here, but Yamaha has made the engine more efficient than before. You still ride this bike for power, not savings, but it's good to know it's not completely thirsty all the time. The fuel tank size gives you a decent riding range, especially if you're cruising and not constantly attacking the throttle. Build quality is premium, as expected from Yamaha. The paint finish looks deep and rich, the metal parts feel solid, and the overall fit and finish show attention to detail. This is a bike that feels expensive and special. It's not just about speed, it's about presence, quality, and legacy. Who is this bike for? The 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 is for riders who want something different from typical sport bikes and cruisers. It's for those who love straight-line power, bold styling, and a machine with personality. It's not about racing on tracks or slow relaxed cruising. It's about power cruising, fast highways, strong acceleration, and that feeling of riding something truly legendary. In the end, the VMAX is not trying to be practical. It's trying to be exciting. And it succeeds. Every ride feels special. Every throttle twist reminds you why you chose a muscle bike. The 2026 Yamaha VMAX V4 carries forward a legendary name with modern technology, improved refinement, and the same wild spirit that made it famous. This bike doesn't whisper, it roars. It doesn't blend in, it stands out. And it doesn't just take you places, it makes the journey unforgettable. If power, style, and attitude matter to you, the new VMAX might just be your dream machine.